All right, so we're Flaming Gorge for our first ice camp trip this year. We scouted out upstream of this area a little bit last time we were here and came downstream a little bit further, hoping we'd do better on some fish. But it's been pretty slow today. We've had a bunch of cutthroat again. I've actually caught two Lakers today, which is cool. It's been one burbot in camp and a decent Laker out deeper where we were fishing earlier today after we got set up. But yeah, give you a little tour of the tent now. I've changed a couple things. Got my poles all outside right now, just right out the door out here, and I'll show you how those are all sitting out there, how I can see them out there, and how the directional lights are pretty much pointing right at me. So if one of them jackers go off, I'll know something's up because there'll be a light missing for sure. It's been a little chilly today, down to 9 degrees now. I'm looking at 60 degrees in here, so still staying pretty warm for having my door cracked open a little bit so I can see my outside poles, which is always nice up here if the wind's not blowing. So yeah, give you a little tour inside. All right, so it's pretty much what I'm viewing, where I'm pretty much sitting here chilling in my chair. I do actually put a bubbler in here tonight because I've had this door open, and yeah, there's a little cold air down lower. But when I'm sitting here, pretty much, got my heater over here, and ended up having to throw this towel up in here and kind of braced it with a couple of clips that I had just to, so I can run in and out of there. And of course you can see my lights out there. I almost drilled my hole straight. I've got 3 out of 4 in a line, but one of those lights disappears, I'll see them out there pretty good. Not there's even actually somebody over there on the bank driving. Been a few people driving around in here tonight. So yeah, I'm pretty much chilling here in the chair. Got the rod holder I showed you guys before, and one thing I did do this time, and I'm going to get me another one of these so I can use this light for other things, because I really like this light. But if I got a fish on down here, when I'm fighting it, I can turn this on, and boom, it pretty much shines dang near right down the hole, so I can fight that fish up and make sure I get him up out of here. Works out pretty good. I'm going to get me a different light that I can put here that I can use this one outside. And like I told you a minute ago, we're 60 degrees outside or inside, and 9 degrees outside, so it's definitely getting cooler. So one thing you will notice that I did throw up here after Henry's was I got me a mat that I can roll around where I'm at there on my bed, and it keeps that frost line off me if it starts coming up from the deep when I'm on my bed. And there's a lot of stuff on my bed now. I'll move all that later for sure. But these nets that Gail gave us, really digging them. Got 2 of them up here I put in. Not a lot on them right now. Just got a couple of rods up in there, and of course the cap, and grabbed a few more hooks to throw on the back because you just got your groceries you're eating, and plates and forks and knives, and that paper towel roll is huge, but that'll last me all year for sure. Every fishing trip, I just barely replaced it. And then I did get me one of these shoe racks. Skylar had one of these. I bought the single one, and I cut 2 of them off it, but you can see my batteries in there. I got 2 fish finder batteries in there, and actually I'm keeping them warm up in here a little bit better. You're gonna see most of my batteries are up in there, so they'll stay nice and warm. Still messing around with this fan. Made me a little hook where I can hang something else off it and kind of hold it up, but definitely circulates that heat around in here really good. And for the rest of it, and I showed you my chair. I kind of incorporated in here so I can hang out in here, and pretty much, like I said, that corner is just storage over there. So yeah, kind of how it goes. One thing I did buy last year that I'm using this trip is when I'm running in and out, if I need some more light outside, got a little remote here, Bought this light and wired it up so the lights you're seeing up are in here. I got a jump box up in here and kick this thing on out there, but you'll be able to see it. And it lights it up good out there if I need to run out there and do anything. You can see all my setup over here. Yeah, it lights it up really good if I'm running around out here doing anything. Pretty bright. I'll just hang it right off the front of the tent and remote on, remote off. Yeah. Pretty much what you're looking at in there. Alright guys. Alright, let's go check these rods out. You can see my lineup going all the way out there. I actually just had one go off, that's why I decided to film this. You can see me flip my light way over there. So I'm gonna come out here and re-glow these and clean them. It's been about at least an hour, 2 hours since I've been out here. You can see they're not doing too bad. These are braided lines, so you can definitely see that little chunk of ice on the line. I'll come clean that out. But yeah, I showed you these lights earlier. So they're very directional and they point right at my tent. Show you how they're going. Well, these bubble boxes are doing pretty good. That braid's got a lot of ice on it. They said it's been about an hour and a half since I came out here. This is the one that got tripped right here. This hole's a little bit smaller. This is a little bit inferior box. But yeah, look at this one, and you can see my glow lights all the way over there. Still pretty bright over there, so it ain't too hard to find. Show you what this last pole's doing out here. And still keeping the hole pretty open. I mean, I could kick my foot in there and pull that stuff out of there. Good thing about mono on this one is it don't collect too much water, and even if it does, it'll fall right off as soon as I grab it. This right here. So you can see there's hardly anything on it. Nope. Make sure you keep it on the trigger. Alright. I'll go get my light and scoopers to come out here and clean these things up. So our whole setup going on. Got a few tents over here. Alright. Alright, so Trent, you inspired us to actually cook some burbot up again. It's been years. And we went dang near as cheap as we could. Nice dog bowl from Ace there in Green River. What, $5? $4? Cheap panda boil. Got the little heater going. The burbot ready.
Ritz crackers.
Little Ritz cracker breading. I think it should be pretty delicious. Alright. Looking pretty good. And I'm sure there'll be a picture of this burbot at the end of the video. She was a fatty, full of eggs.